You guys, a lot of the reason why, people are afraid to get married is because this person that you're with can just snap one day and just become someone that you don't even recognize at all. And you could just be like scared by that reality, right? And basically, I was talking about it with my guest this week, and she was talking about her ex-husband was this like very nice mesquite guy, and like he would, and this is actually going to come in relevant later, he would actually vent to her about how his mother pretty much abandoned him when he was younger, and he was left with like random people, and that's something that really hurt him, and he would like cry about that to her, right? Fast forward, after they got a divorce, he was trying to strip her kid from her, and she was like, in some weird way, it's like he was trying to like have his kid relive his situation, because why else would he like try to take full custody after the divorce? And it was giving bitter, you know what I mean? And she was just like, it was so crazy for me to see this person that I once loved just turn into this like monster of a person that I don't even recognize, right? And I think that's why a lot of people are scared. But the way that she was able to put it into perspective, subhanallah, like it literally, when something literally just like gives you the chills. She was talking about how on Mother's Day she had a conversation with her friends, and she was like, you guys listen, my purpose on the dunya is to be a mother. And one of her friends corrected her, and she's like, no, actually your purpose is to worship Allah, right? And she's like, at this time my deen wasn't really solidified, like I was just kind of shaky type of thing, right? And she's like, may Allah forgive us. And then she said, literally, like a few days later, she's like, I got tried with, losing my son, and then they started going through all this custody stuff, right? And currently she's literally reduced to visitations, right? Which is so heartbreaking. But she said the thing that I learned through all this is that, everything that we get attached to in this dunya will go one day, and the one thing that's solidified is our relationship with Allah, right? And she's like, and I feel like in some way that Allah was trying to like strengthen my iman through this. And she's like, I've never left the masjid, I've been making constant dua. And I feel like, she's like, I just, with my, future kids, I just want to teach the importance of, iman, and just things to guide you through hard parts and hard, times in your life, right? And I was like, oh my God, that's so full circle. And she was like, me saying that my purpose in life was to be a mom, I feel like was just like the wrong thing to say for me in this moment. But how wild is that that's what I'm currently being tried with, is having my son be taken away from me. And I was like, literally, it gave me the chills. I was like, oh my God, right? But you guys, everything in this dunya will go one day, like our parents, our material items, our children. Like literally the only thing that's stagnant and will never go is Allah. Like, you guys, let that sink in for real. And that was like the main theme of our episode, and I highly recommend that you guys check it out, because I honestly just feel like it was just such a deep episode. And I know I feel like I say this about every episode, but seriously, you guys, like, if I would say like listen to one, I would say this one now, okay? But please check it out, support Amal. And yeah, that's really all I gotta say. Any like driving force behind this, do you think, that you could
The
come up
only
with in your that you
we
could come up
the
with?
only thing I can remember is that we had divorce, and I asked for it. Wallahi, Allah is above me. I asked for it, but he was very manipulative. You know what he did? So once I asked for the divorce, I emailed the imam and I said, I want a divorce. Like, I'm done. So he, instead, when the imam called him, he texted me the divorce. Like, I divorced you. Like, here's your talaq or whatever. Like, I divorce you. I'll have your mehed by this time. So that text message was so strategic, because when he took me to court, he made me look like I was the bitter ex. And he would bring up that divorced her. And this is why she's keeping my son away from me. Or this is why she's